Merry Christmas, all. This is Ron. Hoping you all had a good Merry Christmas and an upcoming Happy New Year, 2021. Hope it's a better year for us virus-wise than this 2020, this coronavirus, but I'm assuming it will be. I'm optimistic that it will be. All right, you saw this earlier. As you can see now, we got a beer review for you, and it's coming from SPYGLASS Brewing Company up in NASHUA, New Hampshire. Some information on this. I did some due diligence. I have some information. This is a double HELIX IPA, New England style IPA actually. It's 8.2% alcohol by volume. The hops that are in this are from the Pacific Northwest in Michigan. In the Southern Hemisphere. That's all it says on their webpage. The Southern Hemisphere. I imagine South America, but I'm assuming Southern Hemisphere. But Southern Hemisphere could be Australia, right? Which we do get a lot of hops from. But it'll be interesting to try it. Let's see, we have any other information. Like I say, it's Nashua, New Hampshire. I'll have a number. The number will be right here. That'll be the phone number. All right, let's, no further ado, because I'm thirsty. I want a beer, and I definitely want to try this here. We got the glass. We do. A Christmas glass. It's actually my wife's glass. She said I could use it. And a Christmas feeling and spirit with the glass. All right, here we go. Let's look around and see if there's any information on here. Let me give the full address on SPYGLASS Brewing Company. 2 Townsend West, Unit 8, Nashua, New Hampshire. Again, 2 Townsend West, that's Townsend, Townsend West, Unit 8, Nashua, New Hampshire. I'm the only guy that I know that has to take his glasses off to read. This is a New England style double IPA. Intensely dry hop with, Galaxy, Citra, and Cascade hops. That is nice. 3 tops. Galaxy, Citra, and Cascade. We do grow a Cascade here in a couple of places on the land here. All right, no further ado. Well, I'm glad I got to that side of the label. I was reading the other side. Gotta do both sides. All right. No further ado. Any water vapors? Yes, no, maybe. All right. There goes Drowning Rudolph. I'm liking the color that I'm seeing. It's hazy. Gee, this glass holds more than I thought. I can get the whole 16 ounces in there, but the head has proven to be a little bit much. All right, let's show that. Pineapple, grapefruit looking drink, which is very, very indicative to New England juice bomb, actually, more so than a New England style. Oh, pineapple. Pineapple, grapefruit. Hinges on the tropical fruits. That is really fine smelling brew. All right, here's what I've been eating a little bit earlier when I came down to the man cave. Picked this up. That's nice. They're very good. But that I have the Christmas present, one of the Christmas presents. That's really good. I thank you. All right, let's get some more aromas on it. Some sweetness from that fruitiness of the hops. Definitely, I grow the Cascade. I use those a lot when I make teas out of them and basically boil them up and condense it and then use that in certain beers that do not have a lot of body or hops in them. And so I know Cascades has the aroma and the flavors it pushes out. Has some good high acids in all 3 of these hops that are in this. And They push out nice fruitiness, aromas, and flavors that add to the brew. And don't interfere too much with the malts. Don't really entwine and mix up and you lose either one. Oh, that is really fine. Alright, bottoms up. Oh, that is good. Yeah. You get that grapefruit and pineapple together. You get sweetness and sourness. It goes over your tongue. You get from part of your tongue of the sweet taste buds, and the sour, etc., goes to the back, and the bitter taste buds are at the very back of your tongue. Before it even gets to the bitter, your taste buds have said to your brain, this is, well, sweet and somewhat sour, without being bitter. Although the sourness, actually, I think at the end, is a slight bitterness that kind of blends from that something that's sour to telling you it's bitter. Very minute, very minute. This is definitely a New England style IPA. I couldn't get much information on their webpage on this brew here, or the one I did previous, one of their chocolate imperial stouts, is that they don't have an archive. They don't brew it anymore. Breweries brew batches of beer, even do-it-yourselfers, homeowners, etc., that brew their beers. They brew a batch, and then that may be 5 gallons, 2 gallons, or a gallon, and then they move on to something different. And I can understand in the business sense, in the breweries, they want to satisfy all the customers. So you keep brewing different styles, different brands, add different adjuncts, etc. And that's the craft beer world right now as we're living, is really have all types, styles, and flavors of brews. And so I can see why they brewed this, and then the next different style that come up that they want to brew, they brew. But they don't have an archive, so this just left their webpage. It just dropped it, and that was it. With some web pages I've gone to, they have archives. So you look into the archives and see the brew that they had basically brewed earlier. Do not longer brew it, but you can get the information of the hops that are in it and the ABV, etc. Did I say the ABV on this? I think it's 8.2. I have it written down. Yeah, 8.2 on this double IPA. So it's up there in ABV. Flavorful. I try to do less talking and more drinking. Like a New England juice bomb, it has creaminess to it. That sweetness from the malt that blends with the hops flavor. A citrusy flavor that you knew was going to come out from the hops that they've used. Orange. And an orange flavor that I usually don't pick up on a New England juice bomb. This taste and then the finish is just like a New England juice bomb. Matter of fact, I would say, excuse me, that I would label this a New England juice bomb. The drinkability of drinking this, as you drink it, it's more and more the flavors of a New England juice bomb. I'm kind of, when I drink a brew, I first kind of see if it's a New England or West Coast, East Coast or West Coast style IPA. This one being a double New England IPA, it should say to me that it's going to be a New England juice bomb, and it sure is. A nice mouthfeel, a nice strong medium mouthfeel. Carbonation is good. It is a very good brew all around, particularly with the hops that are in this. It has to be good. Very good, very good. These you can sit down at 8.2. You'd want to make it a sessionable brew. Sit down with your family and friends, and or after work with your fellow workers. Enjoy a few of these and have some of these. Some other kind of treat that you like, beer nuts, some dip, and enjoy it. Have some talk. Find out the latest news from your family and your friends, because you can't go by. Unfortunately, the media nowadays, I don't know what happened to them all, what kind of drugs they're on, but we're not truly getting a lot of media correct news on all these major stations that I grew up with. I don't understand that, but I'll stay away from the politics of it. I just don't like the fact that you can't go up with the news on. And we do get now my news mostly from family and friends and YouTube. Get it from there, and just some social parties that we know, whether it be on YouTube or online. Find out the news and so forth. That's how we get the weather. I don't go on television anymore or the radio. I don't do that. I find it other ways. But anyways, I go on these tangents, and I'll kind of stay that and stay with the beer. What I do want to say is that, let me see what I got information here on it. Excuse me. I thought I had, I did give the street address when I said it on there, and the phone number will be put up. This definitely is a quality brew. The ingredients this are very nice. It's actually an exceptional New England juice bomb. It really has all the flavors you'd want to look for in a New England juice bomb, in a beer that you would like. And it added a little bit exceptionally that fact that it has a little bit of an orange flavor. It's kind of an exceptional brew. So I won't run this too long. I'm going to stay here, have my treat. Big meal today. Leftover Thanksgiving. No, I'm so used to turkey on Thanksgiving. Christmas turkey we had. And I do enjoy turkey. And this is what we have, another big meal today from the Christmas turkey that we had. We had a fine meal with our in-laws when I visited my son. And actually, I'm glad I remembered that, because this came from Chris up in New Hampshire. He's a great fellow. He's a big beer connoisseur. He knows the beer. He likes different style craft beers. And he's friends with my son Dan, who's my #1 son, and Chris gave him a 4-pack from this brewery, Spyglass, and my son Dan brought it down. He lives in New Hampshire also, both those gentlemen, Chris and Dan, and my son Dan brought it to me. I'm in Eastern Massachusetts, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Dan. This is the second brew I've had, and it's really, this one is exceptional. This is a New England juice bomb, what I enjoy. Okay, I won't run this too long. I wish I had more information on here. But I'm going to just end this here by giving a toast of cheers, prost, mot hai ba. Yo, that means one. That's how you say it in Vietnamese. We used to say that a lot. I had forgotten it over the years and had to remember it and write it down. Mot hai ba yo is 1, 2, 3, drink. That's how we did in Vietnam, and that's the Vietnamese language. And sauté, as they say in Italy. Cheers. So everybody, have a good day. Like I say, this virus is still around. For your senior citizens, watch out for your senior citizens. Your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Keep an eye on them. Most successful of them of getting it bad. But it's... the vaccine is out, and it's making people feel a lot better. So that is really a good thing. That this president got this rush, then we got it out here, because this virus is terrible. It is terrible. Worldwide, I've seen people on YouTube talking about it and how sad it is. These different countries, Portugal with their all wearing masks. In Germany, this lady, she does bushcraft and wild wilderness living and so forth, and she was talking about the virus. All right, here I go on these tangents away from the beer review. So I'll stick with the beer review and saying, if you have an opportunity, get some from Spyglass. Anyway, you live near Nashua, New Hampshire, and near their distributors or outlets, or go to the brewery and pick up some, particularly this here, this HELIX, double HELIX. Pick up that. This is if you want a New England juice bomb, this is what you got to get. All right, gentlemen, Dan and Chris, I thank you very much. Chris, you have picked some fine brews. Thank you. Ciao.